Man, I sure did miss this. I missed this so bad. Took a good long break this winter. I mean a good long break. I ain't ever took a break that long. 3 months I didn't go fishing. 3 months. And after about 2 months, I was like really chomping at the bit. I made myself kind of stay low this winter. Had a lot going on. But it feels so good to be out here, be back on Kerr, put the boat in the water, hear the boats whistling up and down the lake. There's 2 big tournaments going on today. There's a BFL going on out of Nutbush, the Shenandoah division. Then there's a big cat tournament going on out of Flemingtown. So it just feels really, really good to be back. I appreciate you guys coming back and watching me, joining me for another season, season 6. It's kind of hard to believe it's been 5 years already, and we're going into the 6th. But it's going to be a big year for me. I'm really excited. Got a lot of good things going on this year, and you know, I'm ready to get rolling. I'm really, really chomping at the bit. So we're starting here at Kerr Lake. All right, got a lot of experience here. Got a lot of waypoints here. Put a lot of time on the water here. Caught a lot of fish here. There's been also plenty of days where I didn't catch fish here. So we're going to see what happens today. It's March. Just dropped the boat in the water. The water temperature is 50 degrees exactly over here at Flemingtown, which is a little bit higher than what I thought. We've had some warmer days. So we're gonna fish around, see what we can find today. And yeah, I don't know. Appreciate you guys being here. I'm ready to get going. I'm tired of talking. Let's go fish a little bit. Got one on anyway, yeah. I mean, that's a decent fish. That's a pretty decent Kerr Lake fish. I mean, it's your doggone typical Kerr Lake 2 pound, 2¼ pound fish, maybe 2½. Look at the lipstick on that one. First fish of season 6. It ain't terrible. Did you see what I was doing though? I was just checking this guy out. I was just seeing if he's got anything in his throat, anything that can key me in on anything. I don't see nothing out of the norm other than red pretty lips. I was down there messing with my Garmin because I just installed some update and just kind of tweaking it a little bit. You know, I just literally was dead sticking that thing forever. And he ate this little shad profile bait, sitting there dead sticking it. Not bad. Not bad. I wanted to come fish a little bit of Main Lake rock. That'll typically, you know, they'll have a reason to get on the Main Lake rock when it's kind of chilly like it is now. That Main Lake rock will warm up faster than anything else. He really wasn't on the rock. He was on an old brush pile that I found about 3 years ago out here. But he was in 4 foot of water, so not super deep. Huh. I can't wait to talk about this. I can't wait. Just let me see this fish. Oh, is this a... Ah, it's a big old striper. Dang. I thought I was about to get on something. Daggone if this 8 pound Invisex don't really handle them pretty good. I mean, it's fun and all, but this is not what we're looking for. But I've been fishing and fishing and fishing and fishing and fishing and cranking and cranking and cranking and trying to power fish a little bit. It ain't working. What I did was I took a swim bait and I nose hooked it on this drop shot. So I'm really swimming a swim bait on a drop shot, really finessey, really small swim bait. And like first couple of casts I got bit, but it was a daggone striper. Had me going though. Had me going. It ain't much, but it's a trap bite. I'm on that same point. This is not even a keeper, but I'm on that same point. I just caught that rockfish. I don't know who it was. Like 3 years ago, I zeroed out here, right? I posted the video, and some guy made a comment. Find the stripers, find the bass. Ain't a giant. It's jerkbait fish though. It is a jerkbait fish. Caught that fish out of a brush pile. Okay, just your classic Kerr Lake 2-pounder. Oh, sharp teeth got me. But yeah, I've been fishing that brush pile for a while. I've been trying to fish a lot of new stuff. I ain't fished much. Ever fished really, but every time I tend to go somewhere where I've caught them before, they're still there. I will say this creek I'm in, there's more activity in here. I mean, I've caught a short bass, a big striper, and then a two-pound bass in here. So there's more activity in here than anywhere else I've seen. And water temperature is like 2 degrees warmer in here. And in this creek, I have more experience in here than anywhere else on the lake. Like, I know there's not much about this creek that I don't know about. Like brush piles, rock piles, the points that always produce fish. Like, I'm really familiar with this place. So it's really good to see that the stuff that I've been catching them on is still, I'm still able to catch them. The most important bait in your tackle box is experience. So got a lot of experience in this particular section of the lake. Bite. Little guy. Yeah. Get in here. Much. It ain't much. But it's still fun. This is a bass. Might be a good one. It's only Almost like it's dead weight. Might not be a bass. Or I might have it hooked in the side. Or it's a catfish. So yeah, these live in here too apparently. Look at this damn thing. I want to know how much it weighs. Yeah, it ain't quite the biggest one I've ever caught. I was fishing the Roanoke River one day and I caught probably one roughly this size. This will hold, I don't know if it'll hold, almost 15 pounds. Almost 15 pounds. That's a big old fish. My God. I'm sure some of y'all out there would love this thing. Phew! You can have them. We're gonna call that a day, fellas. What was it terrible? It's not a terrible day for your practice day. Did some things we can build off of. More than anything, we gotta figure out how to catch some quality. So, we'll see what tomorrow brings. Fish strong. That was a strong fish. All right, well, good morning. Let me see if I can at least say I caught a keeper first thing. I did. Skinny long keeper. Sunday was not good, but you know what? Sometimes practice isn't always about catching every fish in the lake, right? Sometimes it's about eliminating water. It's about eliminating patterns, or just kind of trying to dial in certain things. So that's kind of what I'm going to look at it as. Sunday was. It's 4 days later now. We're back out here on Thursday, 2 days before we actually go fish this tournament. And Sunday was, the wind was just ridiculous. Like, it was dangerous. Wind's blowing here right now, and it's really cold today. And by the time you're seeing this video, the tournament's already happened and everything's already taken place. But the weather Saturday looks brutal. Starting at about mid-morning, it's just temperature's gonna drop drastically, about 20 degrees, and wind will start howling out of the west. And so it's going to be kind of similar to the way it was this past Sunday. So it's going to be an interesting few days here for sure. We're going to still try to look around here, try to find an area where there's quality fish that can help me have a good showing here in this tournament. So with that being said, we're going to get things started. Appreciate you guys watching. I do expect to have a little better day today than this past Sunday. Even though we're going to try to fish some brand new water, just keep on looking. Right now I have a game plan for Saturday, but I don't think it's the winning game plan. So we've got to keep trying to dial this thing in. Boys, I had to work hard for this fish. I mean, I had to work hard. And I don't know if you can tell, look where I am. You can tell from behind me where I am. I'm all the way into the back of a pocket, and that's a small keeper. But I had to work for that. I mean, I've been searching and searching for 2 hours now for some fish. And at the mouth of this pocket here is like the most bait I've ever seen in my life. And I couldn't get bit around it. I couldn't get bit in front of it, by it, really anywhere. I kept following it, kept following it, came all the way back, and it led me all the way back here. Water temperature is like 1 degree warmer back here. And so I'm back all the way back here on a flat in 6 foot of water. And about as soon as I got back here, I got a bite. So that's pretty cool. Now, tricky is to be able to go around and duplicate this. Can I go into the next pocket and catch, do the same thing? Or can I just catch another one right here and kind of solidify that as a pattern, like they're back of these pockets on these flats around these bait fish. It's pretty cool. Maybe when I leave here, I'll let you see the bait that I found. It's a ton of giant wad. One is luck, 2 is a pattern. That one's a little better. That one is a little better. See if we can. It ain't no doggone. She actually ain't quite as big as what I thought. It's better than the last one. And I will be happy with 5 of these. Caught that one on a jerk bait. And it looks like I'm in the same pocket, but I promise you I'm not. That is a pattern. And that's exactly what you want to be able to have in practice. That's not a terrible fish. Got a little belly on it, just been eating. It feels a little tight too, like she's been eating. That's cool. That is cool. Caught that one on a jerk bait. So, I think I'm using cast anymore in here. I can see them on live scope. What I will show you, I'll show you the bait that these fish are after. All right, so what I'll show you first, I'll show you the stuff here on live scope, okay? There's a little bit of a glare, so maybe you can see right there, I'm in 5 foot of water all the way at the back of these pockets. And there's you a little bit of bait right there. That's nothing. What I'm going to show you, look at all that bait as I move the trolling motor around. That's what they're back here eating on. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna show you the juice. Like there's little wads of it, and then there's like mega wads of it. Right there's probably a couple of actually bigger fish swimming around. There's a little bit more of it. That's a big mega wad of bait right there. A little bit more of it way over there. It's still not really as much. We'll get on the big graph or the console graph and I'll scan over and I'll show you kind of what I'm looking for now and kind of what I can try to pattern. All right, so here we are, the back of a pocket. You see how it splits off into 3 pockets here. And so this is where we are, and this is what I have found. If we switch to our side scan, down scan here, you're gonna see we're gonna light up here in just a few minutes. We're gonna light it up with some bait, probably some bigger fish around it. The big wads of it that I have found are kind of at the mouth of the actual pocket. Then you'll have the smaller wads of it kind of move back into the pockets, and I think the fish in there are a little bit easier to target because it's shallower. All right, so there we go. Big wads of bait down there. Just another wad right here. Big one. So I don't know what that is. You know, it's we're on car, so it could be blueback, it could be or shad. So I'm not sure what it is. But so these big wads of bait are at the back of these pockets, and they're moving, or probably even getting pushed and forced to the back of these pockets in these shallower flats. And like I said, I think they're a little bit easier to catch in those shallower flats because it's more shallow, and it's just, you can present your lure to them a little bit easier. There's another big wad of it right here. So that is where the bait is right now, which for me is weird because I figured everything should be on main lake right now, but and it might be. This stuff is probably all over the lake. That's the mega wad I was talking about right there. Look how big that is, and that is a giant ball of shad or herring, whatever. So I'm gonna run around the place and see if we can find some more of this, see if we can put a pattern together, hopefully put a pattern together, and hopefully it'll hold over the next few days. What's the first thing you do when you catch one offshore? You hit spot lock in a new place. Stop at a new place, catch one on drop shot. Offshore, you hit spot lock immediately. And you do that so you can hold that place right there and make that same cast again. And you also do it so you can use your electronics to put a waypoint on that exact spot. That way you know you had the right angle, you got the right casting distance, you got everything perfect. If I hadn't hit spot lock there, the wind would have blew me off of it, and it would have made it more difficult to get back on it in that exact location. So always remember that when you catch one offshore on a brand new spot, always hit that spot lock first, especially in practice. All right, fellas, I'm gonna call that a day. I've been freezing for 9 hours. I ain't seen the sun all day. I ain't had a bite in about 4 hours. So before this turns into a country song. I'm done for today. Man, I've been fishing Grassy Creek this morning for like 2 hours. And you know how you just go somewhere and you kind of just get a gut feeling like this something ain't quite right. Like you're wasting your time, you're This ain't happening here. This is not the place to be. It's exactly how I feel right now. Been fishing here for 2 hours. Seen a lot of bait, and I haven't gotten bit. So I'm not at all feeling good about this place. So I'm actually going to put it back on the trailer and go somewhere else. I'm just not feeling this creek right here. I'm way up. Some of you local guys might know where I am based on what you see behind me, but I'm way up the lake and I'm just not feeling it. Like the water's warmer here, but the water's really stained for some reason, and it's just like dead calm, no real life. I do see some bait, but you know, you just get the feeling, hey, you're wasting your time here. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm leaving. Wow. Holy smokes, guys. This is a big one. This is a good one. Stop trying to be all... You're making me look like Kevin Van Dam up here. Look at this one. Oh my, I don't want to come to the other side of the lake. That's why you listen to your gut, man. You listen to your gut. Came to the other side of the lake. I just got here. Swear to God, I got here 5 minutes ago. Yes, indeedy. So, right off this little shallow point here where that rock is. Hit it pretty close to the boat. That felt good. That felt real good. Got me in a tree. Worried that I need the crankbait back. You know what I'm saying? I don't have like 2 of them. Yeah, I see the fish right here. It's actually a pretty decent one. She's just down there shaking and doing crazy stuff. I need my crankbait back. There ain't no doubt about it. finally broke me off. I saw the fish, it was just right there. I just could not get my hands on it. Sucks, man. It's the crankbait I wanted. I have to go buy another one. I have to go to Bobcats. Damn it. That is insane. I saw the fish. It's about a 2-pounder-ish. My God. The fish is still hung up down there. There's just nothing I can do. It finally broke my line, me pulling on it so much. But, dang. I don't even know what to say. I don't have anything to say. I'm freezing. My hands are bleeding. I just needed a crankbait back because I have so much confidence in that particular one. It's caught me 2 fish here in minutes. When you got a crankbait like that, you need to get it. You know what I'm saying? You need to keep it. Well, fellas, what gotta call that a day. Got some situations here. One, this is my trolling motor handle. Decided to just snap off. And 2, I have to make a tackle run because I lost my crankbait. And I'm gonna tell you, bass fishing is all about confidence. I have an extra one, but it seemed like that one that I lost had the mojo on it. You know what I'm saying? Confidence and experience. It's the 2 most important things you need when you're bass fishing. So anyway, we're gonna go all the way back up to Bobcats where I just was. Make a tackle run there because that's by far the best tackle shop on the lake. So we're going to run all the way up there, try to fix this. I'm almost certain like it's going to be impossible for me to try to find a replacement here. I might have to order it right from Garmin. And it's not a deal breaker, but it sure is a pain to try to lift up your trolling motor without a handle. So we got a lot to do. We got to call it a quits here today. It's only 11:30, and so that leads us to tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. The tournament's tomorrow. The wind is supposed to be howling 40 miles an hour. And like legitimately 40 miles per hour. I'm really surprised they're even having the thing, not postponing it. They might later tonight. Who knows? We'll see how it goes though. I got a little bit of stuff going on, nothing great. Hopefully I'll have a good showing and can catch fish. I want to do way more than just weigh in a limit here. You know, I want to kind of put it together. You know what I'm saying? I want to really have a good showing here. So I'm so busy. I'm tired of talking to the GoPro. Appreciate you guys watching. See you next time. Oh, well, they did in fact cancel the tournament. The text message says exactly this. Due to the severe storms and inclement weather that will be hitting the Kerr Lake area tomorrow, the BFL on Kerr Lake has been canceled. I mean, that's cool, man. I guess, you know, 40 mile an hour winds is devastating out there. But damn it, it has cost me a lot of money. I drive a diesel. Diesel's $5.09 a gallon. I filled up the boat a time and a half. I mean, you can just do the math yourself and see how much expensive that is. Then I stayed at a hotel, two nights. So this is an expensive trip for, you know, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say it's an expensive trip for nothing, because I learned a little bit more about the lake. I really did. I got some more waypoints. More waypoints you have on your on a lake, the better. So we got some good experience. I don't know when they're going to reschedule this thing to, but I feel like maybe we can at least use what we learned over the last few days here to our advantage. So we'll see what happens when this tournament gets rescheduled.